Sup peeps, my name's Ian, I sell books on eBay, and today, guess what? I've sold some books on eBay, and actually some DVDs, which don't go out that often, but when they do, they go. Right, I've got 11 orders to run through, and there's a couple of steak and cake, there's a few bread and butter. It's actually a really good mix. A good selection of different types of things that sell for reasonable money and for not an awful lot of money on eBay. So let's just crack on, have a look at the orders and see what is going out the door. Bit of a frog in the throat today. Right, first up we have a bundle of 5 James Patterson paperbacks. So I've got a big multi James Patterson listing. It was sold well, and then I updated it. I took it down and relisted it because I needed more variations, and it stopped dead. But the last couple of weeks, it's finally had a few sales, and that momentum seems to be carrying on. So another 5, bit of Maximum, the final Maximum Bride, the Final Warning, Swimsuit, Till Murders Do Us Part, Run Rose Run, with Dolly Parton apparently. And again, the 9th month. So the 5 of them went for £12.24. Stick them to the side. Look at the next. Right, this next one is quite a good sale. I just picked it up the other day, so it's a pretty recent pickup. Paid 25 pence-ish for it, so the usual type of price to pick up, even though it's quite a big book. The comps on it were anything from like £10 up to £25. Most of those listed at the moment were sitting to the £20 to £25 mark, but nothing had sold for a wee while because all the books are obviously listed to price. So I kind of took a guess at it, stuck it on for £12 plus postage, although it's probably going to cost me more to post it because it's a beast. So we've got Arnold Schwarzenegger's Encyclopedia of Bodybuilding, of modern bodybuilding. So big book, a right chunky beast, much like the man himself, and that went for £15.99 in total. So a really good sale and a really quick sale. So that's kind of what I want a lot of the time. I want to move things fast. If I make less money on them, I don't care as long as they go fast, because I can always get more in. So that's definitely one to keep your eye open for, or similar. I'm sure there's a lot out there that are very similar. Got quite a few fitness books and they sell sporadically, but that one's gone fast. The Celebrity Schwarzenegger, that being attached obviously makes a difference. Right, another bundle of paperbacks, another author where I've got a big stack, haven't sold for a while, but when I get one sale, it's usually a reasonable sized bundle, and that bumps it up in the algorithm, and I normally get a few more sales off the back of it. So we've got 7 Nora Roberts paperbacks. I won't go through what they all are, but it's Nora Roberts. Everybody loves Nora Roberts. Well, everyone who loves Nora Roberts loves Nora Roberts, and JD Robb, who's the same person. But yeah, 7 of those, £16.97 in total. They might be over the 2 kilos. I would expect 7 paperbacks to be over 2 kilos, but some of these are quite skinny. So comes in just under 2 kilos, so it's only going to be the £3.50-ish plus packaging materials, etc., to get them posted out, which is pretty good. Stick them out the way. Right, we've got a wee single book all on its own. Again, I've just picked this one up very recently. Raymond Carver, Cathedral. Really didn't know much about it. Doesn't seem to be a particularly common book, but at the same time not particularly valuable. That sold for £6.84, so possibly worth looking out for. Right, next we have a stack of DVDs. So my DVDs sell quite well for the number I've got, the way I use the listings, the price I pay for them. I just want to churn them out and get a couple of quid back on a big bundle. I changed my offer. Previously they'd just been on the usual 3 for 2, but I said let's see if I can get more to move, so I made it buy 5 get 5 free instead of buy 3 get 2 free. Buy 5 get 5 free, and this is the first sale to go out on that. So they're all listed at £2 each, so for 10 DVDs you're basically paying a tenner plus postage. So 10 musicals for $13.99. So that cost me £1, possibly less, but cost me maximum of £1 to buy all of that lot, $3.50 to post them, wee bit of VAT to come off of that, and the eBay fees. So, you know, making maybe £2 or £3 off of that stack of 10, but they're dead easy to pick up and process, so it's worth doing it. For me, it is worth doing it. So yeah, musicals sell well, Disney sells well, if you can create the right listing and get enough of them at the right price, which, to be honest, most people will be able to find loads of DVDs for a really good price. Right, next is the banger of the day. Spoke about these quite often. Warhammer 40k, Dan Abnett, probably one of the better selling authors from that series. Had this a couple of weeks. Ravenor, I'll go with Ravenor, the omnibus. So it's 3 books, who knows. Anyway, it's a load of books together. The comps on it, again, were a wee bit all over the place, but they were all pretty damn high. So I went for the bottom end because I want to get things moving, and we got £40 for that one there. So lovely book, really popular. Never read any of them myself, can't comment on it further than that, but they are really popular, and that's gone for £40. So Dan Abnett, Warhammer 40k, definitely an author and a title type to look out for. All Warhammer books sell reasonably well, some go for an awful lot more than others, so that was a really good sale. Without that one on its own, yesterday would not have been great value wise, but there's always the odd wee one there that picks it up. Next, this is a bundle that was sold as a bundle. I picked up 3 William McIlvanney books at the weekend. So we've got, what's that one say? Strange Loyalties, Laidlaw, and The Papers of Tony Veitch. Let's go with Tony Veitch. So all Laidlaw investigation books. I had the 3. I thought, right, well, I'll start a bundle on them. I thought, nah, let's just stick them up. They all sell for like £3 each, free postage. £3.50, £3.65, £3.80 each, with free postage at the big sellers. So I put them up for £6 plus £3.99 postage for the bundle. So essentially £9.99 for 3 books, which keeps it competitive with the big sellers. They're all in good condition, and they sold for £9.99, including the postage. So quite nice, 75p into a tenner. Right, next, another big stack of DVDs. I had one wee shop I go to, I picked up, you know, a couple of dozen Little House on the Prairie DVDs, which sold the other day. I've had them for ages, I've had them listed different ways, and then I thought, oh, forget it, it's just too much hassle. So I put them all together, one big lot for 24, 25 of those DVDs, and they sold for like £20 pretty quickly. I also had a big stack of Bonanza DVDs, these ones, you know, they paint the pretty picture on the spine. So 28 of them I've had about 40 or 50, and some of them have sold individually in dribs or drabs, but I was making pennies on each one the way they were selling. So I thought, to hang with it, again, I've paid like 10 pence each for these. So there's 28 in this bundle. So there's some of them. 28 Bonanza DVDs. So I've paid £2.80 for that big stack, and they have sold for £28.99, and they're going international. Well, we see where they're going to. I'm guessing Ireland. Let's have a look. Ireland. They're going to Ireland. So big stack of Bonanza DVDs. So they're not. There's a few that are consecutive, but for the most part, there's a couple of series 1, some series 2, a few from 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, etc. So it's not a consecutive run, although there are a few that do run in series. But £28.99 for a £2.80 investment. I've been swithering whether I would pick up the likes of the Little House on the Prairie, Bonanza. I'm sure there's other series out there that have got massive DVD sets, and I think I will. I think there would be no harm in, you know, grabbing them when I see them again, as long as they're the right price. and then when I've got a stack of a couple of dozen, I'll stick them up and see if they sell just the same, because that's quite a good turnaround. I know I've had them for a long time, but considering how recently I put them up as that listing, I mean maybe 2 weeks ago, that's a good sell through rate by my standards. Right, we have 3 single books left to show you. A favourite, Agatha Christie. So this is from the big pile of new books that I got. So that went for $6.99. That was just a free postage, selling them at $6.99, so that if people did come in and use the buy 3 get 2 free, or buy 2 get 1 free, I was still getting good whack for a new book. So $6.99 free postage. It's gone on its own. Still got a couple of these left, but I've sold an awful lot of them. So Agatha Christie in any condition, any issue, sells. But these nice new ones have sold really, really, really well, all since Christmas. Next, another author who I've got quite a few copies. They've only got maybe 5 books that I've got, but I've got a big stack of them. Haven't sold any for ages. Sold a wee bundle, then I sold another few, and now I've sold another one. So that's that momentum gaining on that particular listing. So Veronica Roth, part of the Divergent series. So this is Allegiant. I don't know if it's book 2 or book 3, but it is Allegiant. As with these, these types of books and series, there's quite a few different variations in the editions. I think this is the first time I've sold this one. So yeah, that one has gone out, and that went for £5.98. So it was just $1.99 plus postage. I've had them for so long, I brought the price down just because I didn't think they were ever going to sell, and that would get rid of them. But yeah, they're beginning to go. So $1.99 for Veronica Roth, Allegiant. And the last one, a popular author, if you're into the genre, Blake Crouch, Recursion. I've read one of Blake Crouch series, Wayward Pines. I always want to call it Lonesome Pines, but it's not. Wayward Pines. So that was a brilliant series of books, sci-fi, but it's difficult to explain. It's not a particularly out there. Well, it's quite an out there story because it's sci-fi, but it's grounded. I don't know if that makes sense. Really grounded. But the Wayward Pines series was brilliant. I was going to read this one myself, but I thought, well, I'll list it. If it sells, it sells. If it hasn't sold in a couple of weeks when I'm ready to read it, I'll take it down and read it for a week and then stick it back up without hopefully having caused it any damage. But it sold really, really quickly. Just picked it up the other day. £4 plus postage, so it's $7.99 for that paperback all on its own. And it's got a cover price of $8.99. So somebody's getting a wee saving on that. And it's a cracker. So yeah, Blake Crouch. If you like anything that's a wee bit different, sci-fi, whatever, if you haven't read Blake Crouch, just based on Wayward Pines, I would recommend picking up any of his books and giving them a go and seeing if you like them or not. So that's all the orders we've got going out. Yesterday, or from the day before, Sunday really, was shocking. Had a really good day. Well, a good day on Friday, a really good day on Saturday, and then Sunday just died. I think I had 4 orders in total going out for like 30 quid. It was abysmal, utterly abysmal. So I didn't really have much to film and show yesterday, hence the reason I've gone a day without a video. I did do a wee thing on packing, but the footage that came off of it was shocking. I know this is not the greatest videography that you will see anywhere, never mind on YouTube. I'm limited by the available technology, so the way it came out, it was just no good whatsoever. So I just scrapped that. We've had a day without. We've had 11 sales today. I have ordered a microphone, so hopefully the audio will improve in the next couple of days once that arrives and I can make sure it works. So yeah, let's hope that things will improve for you guys on that side. But other than that, there's not an awful lot to talk about. We've got a few sales out. I've had a few pickups coming in. I am still trying to put together the next sale. At the moment, it is going to be next Monday. So that'll be Monday the 19th, maybe the 19th, and it'll be at 7 in the evening again, because that's just when it suits me to do these things. Hope it suits other people. I've got, so far, we've got a few signed books. I've got a couple of bundles of the popular authors, including David Walliams. And what else do we have sitting there? And a couple of kind of slightly less common antiquarian titles that I'll be seeing how that goes as well. But I'm aiming to do this, try and have it, special editions, first editions, signed editions, with a few bundles of popular authors thrown in as well. So if that's something that you might be interested in, it'll be live Monday the, I think 19th. Monday's the 19th? Yeah, Monday must be the 19th. Monday the 19th at 7 p.m. I'll be putting a video up over the weekend showing what will be in the sale. So you'll get a good look at all those bits and pieces, and you can have a look beforehand and decide what you want to do. The last sale went on for 2.5 hours, which it was too long. It was too long. I know it was too long. It was the first one. We were trying a lot of different things, so there's been a lot of lessons learned from that first sale, and what we have learned, we will be putting into practice in this second attempt at making it run through. So a few things that we will be doing differently is fewer lots. We had 110 lots, I think, last time, although I ended up bundling a few as I went through, so over 100. I want to keep it down to between 30 and 40 lots in total. More bundles, fewer singles, unless they are like special editions, etc. The bidding is very difficult because it was getting done through the comments section here on YouTube, and there is a lag for some people, a couple of seconds, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, and more, I'm quite sure, for others. The feedback I got was kind of 10 seconds seemed to be the typical lag. So rather than just seeing what's coming in the comments and then doing a countdown on the bid, somebody bids and it's higher than the previous bid, then I'll extend it for another 15 seconds to make sure that everyone's had time to see that coming in and add their bid below it and keep it all moving. So that means that the auctions themselves might take a wee bit longer than they did last time, but there'll be a lot fewer of them. So looking at about an hour for the full thing. So you've got an hour to spare next Monday evening, and you fancy grabbing some deals on some lovely books, then that's how it will be running. Okay, that's all for today. We've broken, we're above 980 subs. It was 981 or 982 before I started filming this here, so like days away from the 1,000. When I do the live sale, only subscribers will be able to bid and leave a comment. That's not to drive up the subscriber rate, because if I've got 40-50 people in that, it's not going to make a huge difference on that side, but it's to try and keep it so that it's only people who are genuinely interested being involved, and not too many random comments coming in. So yeah, we'll see you on Monday, but I'll also see you many times, no doubt, before that. So I'm away to pack some books. Love you. See ya. Bye.